Jojo! What are you guys doing here?
I was just ordering some clothes when I ran into him.
Hmm?
You know these two as well?
Yes, they helped me and Master Kamaji out a great deal last time. What about you? How do you know them?
Oh wow, look, bondage. Uncommon... Was it a common person? I don't know.
Also a chance encounter. Our lady had them join us as additional guards for a goods escort in order to sneak out of Rito undetected.
So we all know each other, huh?
Not exactly. We've only just met. We both came here to order some clothes and got to chatting. Somehow we ended up on the topic of Master Kamaji and Lady Hiragi's relationship. Wait, it's okay to talk about that, right?
Oh my god.
It's probably fine. They've known about it for a long time already.
Oh, yeah! Paimon remembers those two had a thing. That's old news, though. So, why has it come up now? Are they taking the next step or something?
We have reason to suspect that they'll be getting married soon.
Oh, marriage!
Of course, this is just personal speculation. They haven't announced anything, and we wouldn't dare to ask.
Lady Hiragi has been in high spirits recently, and I heard she's on a diet as well. Surely it's all for the wedding.
This is wonderful news! But,
Oh, don't mind me. She's about to be happily married to the love of her life. I genuinely couldn't be happier for her.
Wait, was this the guy that had a crush on her or something? Or was it the other dude?
Right? I think so too. It's fantastic.
Yes, but we shouldn't let ourselves get overexcited. What if it's all a big
Dead.
misunderstanding?
Sage! Sage! Look, he's like, we have no actual proof of a wedding. He's like, there's still hope for me. Man! You seem upset.
Sorry, I just haven't slept well recently. I'm ashamed to be so out of sorts at work. I'm not living up to my responsibilities, either to the Kanjo Commission or to my lady.
Are you worried about their wedding?
Not exactly, it's just everything feels kind of up in the air until they make it official.
Poor guy, dude.
I get what you mean. I really do. We need this wedding to be set in stone before the celebrations can really
This guy's so dense. He's so fucking dense!
if Ayaka knows about it, that means it's a sure thing.
I don't think it's a good idea to bother the Yashiro Commission about this.
It's fine. She and Ayaka are practically best buds.
Oh, are we best friends?
Let's go to the Kamisato estate.
Ooh.
Huh?
Ooh.
Greetings, traveler.
Ah!
I am head of the Kamisato clan and Yashiro commissioner, Kamisato Ayato.
Oh my god!
Greetings, both. I have long been indebted to you on my sister's behalf. Finally, I have the chance to express my profoundest gratitude to you in person. Ayaka is out today. If you are here regarding anything related to the Kamisato clan, you are quite welcome to discuss it with me instead.
Oh, hi. Your flattering words flatter us.
Dude, Paimon's even nervous!
of our visit, for it is most improper etiquette.
Why on earth are you talking like that?
Well, he seems like a pretty powerful person. He's already working his way up Paimon's list of people to never mess with. As soon as he stands up, the whole atmosphere in the room changes, and it feels like you gotta be super polite.
You shower me with praise undeserved, my little guest. There is
What?
no need to be quite so formal.
Oh, good. Because that whole spiel was really tiring just now. Alright, now that that's over, Paimon's just gonna ask the question.
Paimon goes from polite to presumptuous in a split second.
I heard a rumor that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato are gonna get married soon. Do you know anything about that?
This seems like asking this to him feels so feels gossipy that I shouldn't be talking about this with him.
No? I wouldn't have thought you'd heard about that yet.
Oh shoot!
It wasn't long ago that I received the news myself. The head clans of 2 commissions are to become joined through marriage. This is big news for the whole of Inazuma, since the Yashiro Commission presides over cultural and ceremonial affairs. It closely involves us, too.
Two true lovers becoming husband and wife. What a happy occasion.
It is.
All right then. I'll be sure to pay them a visit to send the best wishes of the Kamisato clan.
Huh?
No need. I'll visit them personally this time. Oh, and would you two care to join me?
You mean
I
us?
presume you two have a special connection with the individuals in question. This being the case, why not come?
Alright then.
I cannot thank you enough. Your mere presence shall surely mean we are spared the futile pursuit known as small talk.
What?
Wait, you're the Yashiro commissioner? But you can't do small talk?
Dude, he's so like me. I hate small talk.
Small talk is a chore. Of course, there are some people in the world who quite enjoy doing chores, but I am not one of them.
Did he just take a jab at Toma? Ooh.
Ah, Yashiro Commissioner.
Who are these two?
They're friends of ours. Paimon will do the introductions.
So it's true. Well, there we have it. That's it then.
This guy's so heartbroken.
Great, so our hunch was spot on.
This guy is so dense!
So I would be much obliged if you could keep it in strict confidence until an official public announcement is made.
Don't worry, sir. We give you our word. We won't tell anyone about it.
That puts my mind at ease. Now, on the topic. We'd like to pay a visit to the Kujo clan. Would you mind leading the way for us?
Of course not. I'd be honored.
I guess this is where Goodbye then.
Oh my god.
Cheer up, Shadowyo.
Why would you tell him that? His heart is broken.
I'll try. Thank you.
I apologize that your impromptu visit comes at a busy time for us, Commissioner. Otherwise, you can be sure that we would have prepared a more extravagant reception.
I don't mean to impose, Sir Kujo. In fact, I'm not here on official business at all. I heard the good news about yourself and Lady Hiragi. What a glorious marital alliance this shall be. Given the close ties between our clans, it seemed only right that I should come.
Hey there! We came to congratulate you as well.
Notice me too! I'm here too! I'm here!
But I am curious to know, what's your honest opinion on the whole thing?
Where there is true love, nothing should be allowed to stand in its way.
Oh wow, romantic.
But on the other side of this equation, Lady Hiragi's father, Hiragi Shinsuke, is still in prison. If you choose now, of all moments, to announce a marriage between the Hiragi and Kujo clans, the kinds of rumors that may begin to spread both among the general public and in the Kanjo Commission are not likely to be in either of your best interests.
Couldn't have put it better myself, Sir Kamisato. This has been my biggest concern for quite a while now. Hiragi Shinsuke is firmly against me having any contact at all with Chisato. So although now may not look like the best timing for this marriage, it may well be the only opportunity we have.
Oh, that guy? Yeah, he acts like this sweet old man, but he was determined to make as much trouble for us as possible. Oh, he is the worst.
I can see where you're coming from, but you're only postponing the problem, not solving it. You will still have to face it sooner or later.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. But since Chisato had the courage to ask me to marry her in spite of everything, how can I disappoint her? Well, sort of. She raised the idea in a letter, and after some initial hesitation, I went to meet her and have a serious conversation about our future. It's funny, actually, because when I formally proposed to her in person, she denied having ever written that letter. So coy.
What? I don't understand that at all. Why?
She didn't say. She just acted confused by the whole thing. She really committed to it. I'll never forget the look on her face. And I proposed. And you know what?
Oops.
I think
Sorry.
it was about time.
Why is Why is there a light like this? Where is it?
No matter what happens next, I will always be there for her as the one person she can always rely on. I must sound like a fool.
Ayato seems to have more to say to us.
Kujo Kamaji is on Cloud 9.
Cloud 9? C9?
What do you think, Traveler?
He seems genuinely happy. What?
He chalked it up to her being coy, but that doesn't sound like the Hiragi Chisato I know. I wish to know Hiragi Chisato's angle on this.
I'm actually very curious about his opinions on just marriage in general because, since he spoke about two clans getting married for also political gains as well, I think, right? He must have been in a position, well, he is in a position where that's also a concern too. So, very curious. If he's ever had an encounter, if it's not that time yet. Well, To be fair, I don't know how far back this is, how far back this dates, because, you know, older centuries did marry for familial gains overall.
Ah, hello there, Yoshiro Commissioner. To what do we owe the honor on this fine day?
As it happens, I'm here regarding the same wedding I believe I heard you discussing just now. I come bearing the felicitations of the Kamisato clan. Would Lady Hiragi happen to be available at this moment?
Our lady is entertaining guests right now, and we're not entirely sure how long she will be.
But please, do come in. We will arrange some tea and snacks for you and your attendants.
Hey, I'm not his attendant.
She's so adamant on not being a side character.
We don't wish to impose. We'll just wander around in the general area.
Take care, Commissioner.
Oh, it's Smoky.
I've decided to give complete creative control to the customer. I offer all sorts of ingredients, and they pick and choose whatever they want to mix with their milk or tea. As well as dango, I now offer rice cake, purple potato balls, black sugar, and sunsettia.
Dude, but the thing is, like, I'm bad with cooking, so I'd probably make something horrible.
Excellent. There are a few things I'd like to try. Lavender melon, seagrass, and sea ganoderma. Traveler, any thoughts?
Let's go with the dongo.
Dango will do nicely.
An ordinary choice, but there's nothing wrong with that. A most memorable texture indeed. A success, I'd say.
Paimon still thinks there are better combinations. Tasty food and drinks are some of life's most important pursuits.
Well said. If I could say the same was true for me, I believe I'd be a very content man. No one has unlimited energy, and I try to conserve mine for the things that really count. To create some mental breathing room, I try not to overthink the less critical matters.
He's an introvert. Man's an introvert. He conserves energy. He's literally just like me. Well, okay, two things that lead me to think he's introvert, okay? He hates small talk, okay? And he doesn't like going out that much, it seems like, because he said he sends his sister out to the public events and he has Toma do most of the house chores. You know? Those are the two things that I have. I'm like, oh, I guess he's introverted.
What do you mean?
Man's an introvert.
That milk I just had? Please order one more and deliver it to Toma.
As you wish, sir.
Boba?
Oh no, poor Toma.
Sir Kamisato, Lady Hiragi's previous engagement is now concluded. She's waiting for you in the courtyard.
In case you were wondering, I was not actually entertaining VIPs just now. I was in fact meeting with one of the Kanjo Commission's officers, Shinojo.
Oh, really? Him?
Mm-hmm. He charged in all of a sudden and said that he had something very important to tell me. He didn't mince his words. Basically, he doesn't want me to marry Kamachi.
Wait, that guy that was heartbroken? Did he legit just do this? Or was it somebody else? Am I getting this wrong?
He thinks that now is a bad time for this wedding to happen.
Dude, this man is clinging on to a string of hope. What the fuck? This man!
I'm so sorry. I can't believe I'm making my guests listen to me complaining.
No problem at all. The Yashiro Commission has a duty to listen to you. Now that I've heard your concerns, I should offer to help you as best I can. For instance, by helping you gather your thoughts on the matter.
Therapist Ayato.
We've also heard that you did not write that letter. Sir Kujo thought that perhaps you were just being coy. Oh, dear. Perhaps I should have kept that part to myself.
Oh, and he's anti-social. Social cues? Ayato social cues!
What? But that was... It was just a prop in his playful proposal, wasn't it?
Sir Kujo maintains that the letter was penned by your hand.
Huh? But then... How did...
Either way, it's wonderful to see how much you both trust one another. In that sense, you could say that the origin of the letter is ultimately not of great importance.
Good save. Good save.
Hiragi Chisato is on a totally different page than Kujo Kamaji.
The more I think about it, the stranger this all seems. But Hiragi Chisato has yet to see it. We must be vigilant. Someone wants Hiragi Chisato to be married as soon as possible. And if my guess is right, it is someone from within the Kanjo Commission.
Okay, I'm gonna make a prediction. It's her father that's in prison.
A lowly officer is greatly worried about Hiragi Chisato's future, while the heads of the supporting clans ostensibly have no concern at all. It doesn't add up. When someone's words and actions do not match, you need to infer their intentions from their behavior.
Okay, it can't be the guy that has a crush on her, because he wouldn't want to do that. So, I'm guessing it's her dad. Or whoever's dad that's in prison.
Even had the forged letter failed and been seen for what it was, there would have been no repercussions. They could simply have explained it away as a misguided but well-meaning matchmaking attempt by a member of the family. He should be back by now.
Oh, really? It's the dude that...
Sir?
Oh.
That's the second time you've done that. Paimon cannot deal with this.
Did they take one of the Kanjo Commission officers away?
Yes. His name is Shinojo.
Someone was eavesdropping on our conversation with Chisato the entire time. That's why I was a little reserved.
No way. Whew. Lucky Paimon didn't say anything stupid.
Yeah, good job, Paimon.
Her stance was so passive that she was easily manipulated. Treated like a pawn, with even her marriage becoming a battleground for political power play.
That's so sage.
Despite all of this, she still believed that a happy future was awaiting her.
Oh my god.
If she formally marries into the Kujo clan, she will lose her title as daughter of the Hiragi clan, her position in the Kanjo Commission, and above all, her independence.
Oh, sage. That's true. So sage.
Marriage is such a trap.
Hey, wait! Weren't you the one that was so happy about it earlier? What the fuck? Hello? She was so happy. Like, we were talking earlier, and she was just like, isn't it lovely? Isn't it amazing? Oh my god. And then she's like, marriage is such a trap.
First things first, we must go and rescue Shinojo. He has done nothing wrong and does not deserve to be punished.
Alright.
We'll head off right now.
Time to go save the day. I feel like he's experienced. I feel like he's experienced either like a failed engagement or a failed marriage. That's why, because he mentions about it a lot. You know, like when he was talking to her lady, he was mentioning all these things, and I'm like, why do you have so much insight on this? And I'm like, it seems like you've had experience in your past that leads you to want to give this advice. But that's just me overthinking it or whatever, you know. I'm like, why would you want to get involved in someone else's marital affairs? Because it doesn't really concern you almost. You know what I mean? So I'm like, Oh, shoot. Look at that. Caged.
Release Shinojo this instant.
Horny jail! You guys! You're all in horny jail!
Stop this at once.
Well, we take orders from our master. No one else.
Are you sure about that?
Really? Then please, excuse me.
Ah!
Kamisato Suyu!
Sue you! Yeah, I sue you! Got the key, alright. Let's free the man from horny jail.
Thank you. Thank you. It was terrifying. They said they were gonna throw the cage into the sea with me still inside.
Oh my Jesus.
Oh, wait. You have to listen to me. Lady Chisato's wedding. It's all part of a scheme. Someone's trying to use the wedding for their own ends.
Calm down, Shinojo. It's okay.
Huh?
Huh?
Our suspicions were roused to this possibility. And so far, everything is unfolding rather as we expected. Shinojo, don't return to your post yet. Find somewhere safe and stay hidden. Traveler, Paimon, let's get out of here.
We must make haste. He's getting angry.
Well, if it isn't the Yashiro Commissioner.
Ooh.
I hear you showed up here with no explanation and attacked my men. You wouldn't happen to be carrying out some sort of secret mission, now would you?
I heard that someone was taking the law into their own hands. Shinojo may be your retainer, but the law does not grant you the right to abuse him.
No abuse! No abuse! No abuse! Madge!
Abuse? Nonsense. I was just teaching him a lesson.
Abuse!
Two people from two different clans are getting married. That's all there is to it. And yet this young gentleman took it upon himself to fabricate a nonsensical disaster story around it. How should I know what he was thinking? Even if she marries into the Kujo clan, Lady Hiragi will always be the daughter of the Hiragi clan. We are, and always will be, her loyal assistants. It's our duty to see that she never has to worry about anything.
So your job is to shelter her. Okay.
Loyalty and duty are our guiding principles. Not only did this god show no regard for either, he went out of his way to upset our lady. How could one do such a thing?
Shrimp! Shrimp!
A merchant from abroad once told me about a curious kind of bird with the most extraordinarily long tongue. So long, in fact, that you can tie 2 knots in the portion of it that extends out of its beak. I'm sure someone as erudite as yourself could be able to guess what people do with these unusual avians.
Keep them as pets.
You'd think, wouldn't you? But there's a catch. You see, this bird is of no use to humans whatsoever, and certainly doesn't make a suitable pet. If you catch one, the best thing you can do is actually cut its tongue off and throw it out of the window. The reason they give is this. The longest tongue has the most to say, but don't be deceived as it chirps away, lest the song it sings lead you astray.
On the topic of birds with tongues, did you guys know that woodpeckers' tongues wrap behind their brains whenever they woodpeck? Just thought I'd mention that fun fact.
Ugh, dear me. I can't believe the Grand Matsura clan is now represented by someone with less of a sense of loyalty than even an ordinary servant.
Ooh, burn. Burn. He burn. Oh, burn. Burn.
I'm not angry, Mr. Matsura. I just feel sorry for you.
I pity you. That's what he means.
Is that right? Then tell me, if you're so bright, what exactly do you think you can do to me?
The man has a sword.
Let me be crystal clear. This wedding is going to happen, and nothing is going to change that. The notices have already been sent out. All of Inazuma City knows about it now.
Aw, man.
Most of the public weren't aware that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato were courting. But you can bet it's all anybody's talking about now. Once the notices go out, that's it. The wedding is a sure thing, even if it hasn't happened just yet.
I mean, no.
I see. It seems like I was wrong.
So suddenly we see eye to eye.
This guy gives me the ho 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 vibes. You know, people who laugh like that in anime. Ho 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 ho. That's the laugh I get from this dude.
Well, I've learned a great deal from talking to you. That will be all for now. If you would excuse me, I shall take my leave.
Okay. Off topic 2. Regarding his outfit. When you look closely, I'm like, dude, how many layers is this? Like, isn't that suffocating? This is an undershirt here, another one here, the vest here, and then another one over that, and then another one over that, and then another one on his waist. What the heck? That's so much! Enough layers to store them. Oh my god. Oh no, we have to check on the drama.
Look at this. The daughter of the Kanjo Commission's Hiragi clan and the master of the Tenryo Commission's Kujo clan are getting married.
Good luck to them, I say.
Sorry.
I'm sure it must have been a hard decision.
Looks like the wedding is definitely going ahead.
It's still too early to make that conclusion. Our adversary wants to push this marriage past the point of no return. However, we can still beat them at their own game. But only if Kujo Kamaji is willing to help us.
Welcome. I just heard that the news of my wedding has been officially announced.
We don't bring good news!
It seems so sudden. I wasn't ready yet.
Yeah, about that. It's kinda complicated.
I see. So someone's trying to take advantage of our marriage.
If you proceed with the wedding, the repercussions for you are likely to be minimal. But we must take Lady Hiragi's situation into consideration.
I've previously considered this possibility. But in the end, we're getting married for true love. And I've promised her that I'll do everything in my power to protect her.
I understand where you're coming from, but to be frank, she should not need your protection.
No. She's an independent woman. She don't need no man.
Or, to put it another way, you have tacitly admitted that Lady Hiragi will need your help to get through the hard times ahead, which perhaps suggests that, deep down, you realize all she stands to lose. It is natural to want to protect our loved ones. You're an intelligent and gentle person, and I'm sure you would have been able to think about this more objectively were you not so emotionally involved in the situation.
Be more rational, he says.
I'm sure you admire Lady Hiragi for being the independent, gentle, resilient, and strong-willed person she is. For the sake of marrying you, this wonderful woman will become someone who has to depend on you for the rest of her life.
Man, this sounds like me. If ever I get married, that sounds like me. Dead.
Are you really okay with that?
I love her with all my heart, and would do anything to make her happy. That's why I cannot abide to see her suffer or be manipulated by other people. But it's too late now, isn't it? There are notices everywhere.
I have a plan, but it needs a villain.
You said Ayato would make the perfect husband? I think he's just a good leader in general. I mean, he has to. He has to be a good leader, right? Because, yeah, I mean, heir to the clan.
That person is one of Matsura's informants. Let's follow him. Be careful not to get seen.
Oh, sneaky quest. Sneak, sneak.
Seems like he's noticed us.
This is so dumb. I hate these.
Excuse me. Has something happened on this road? I'm a businessman passing through, and it's a little disconcerting to see this place so heavily guarded.
Ah, please don't be alarmed. As I'm sure you've heard, the wedding of Sir Kujo Kamaji and Lady Hiragi Chisato will take place any day now.
I see.
We are here to clear the way for Lady Hiragi.
Drat. It's exactly as Master feared. They say they're here to guard the road, but really they're poised to attack if Master doesn't allow Lady Hiragi to leave Rito. I must tell Master right away.
Well then, goodbye for now. I truly hope that things will work out in Hiragi Chisato's best interests.
Oh, bye, Ayato. Bye.
Hello. How may I help?
Why is there such a strong 10-year-old commission presence here?
We arrived here 2 days ago to escort Lady Hiragi to Inazuma City. Sir Kujo Kamaji gave us very strict orders, so we have to obey. But every time we attempt to receive the bride, the Hiragi clan always finds an excuse to delay things. Since we haven't fulfilled our duties yet, we decided to stay in Rito until Lady Hiragi is ready to come with us. We can only hope that the leaders of the Hiragi clan will start to cooperate soon. If this stalemate continues, who knows? Sir Kujo might give us orders to be less accommodating.
How much longer does your master plan to hold them off?
I have no idea. We're stuck in limbo here. Master's been very on edge these past few days. He gets irate over the smallest things, and is suspicious of everything. He's been yelling at me a lot. I understand that he's anxious, but I mean, what can we do? I've told him before, never cross the Yashiro Commissioner.
Oh, Traveler! I assume you've heard about everything that's been going on out there. What on earth is happening?
Don't worry, we can explain everything.
After the Tenryou Commission arrived, they suddenly became alarmed. They keep having secretive discussions and won't allow me to have any direct contact with the Tenryou Commission. I never would have thought that this was Sir Kamisato's plan. Now it all makes sense. Maybe everything would be easier if I simply didn't have the choice. I used to tell myself things like this to avoid having to think about it. But I didn't feel reassured at all. Instead, I felt a great sense of regret. I keep thinking back to what Sir Kamisato said. This is supposed to be my bright and beautiful future. But what if it's not?
Ah, Lady Hiragi, here you are. You scared me for a second. I thought you'd gone missing.
Oh my goodness, this guy.
You? Wait, you're the ones who were with the Yashiro Commissioner that day. What do you think you're doing here? Are you trying to convince Lady Hiragi to leave?
Calm down. They're my friends. They're just here to visit me.
Just friends? Lady Hiragi, I told you already. These are exceptional circumstances. You need to be more vigilant in everything you do. Who's to say they don't have a hidden agenda?
Really? That's a lot coming from you.
If you want to accuse us of trying to abduct her, just come out and say it!
Don't be rude. You've been very highly strung lately, seeing everything as a threat. Listen to me. I know all the ins and outs of everything that's happened so far. Her arrival might well be your very last chance to fix this. If this deadlock continues any longer, we will have nothing to gain and much to lose. This is not an order. All I need you to do is give me an explanation and take responsibility for the situation.
Understood, my lady. I shall discuss with the others right away.
Let's wait and see what happens. I hope they provide a satisfactory response.
Tail between his legs.
Discussion and reflected on our mistakes. In all honesty, no one can handle the weight of the situation here. Ah, I'm so sorry. My actions were radical and duplicitous. I was selfish and ignored the greater good. And then I left the situation to fester. Would you please give us a second chance? For my lady's sake, please give the Kanjo Commission another chance.
Oh my goodness.
I suppose you're right. The only person who can change the Tenryo Commission's mind will be the Yashiro Commissioner.
Wow, this is kind of funny. The man who was an egomaniac has to come begging to Ayato. I'm sure he'll love that. I'm sure he'll love that.
I realize I have greatly offended you with my atrocious actions. And I realize also that this must sound like the very height of absurdity. But please, have mercy, good sir.
I'm sorry, Mr. Matsura. I'm exceptionally busy and have but a moment to spare before my next engagement. I fear this leaves no time for small talk. So, please, if you would be so kind, get straight to the point.
Introvert speaks.
To lose face for the Tri-Commission is to bring shame to Her Excellency. Are you and your associates ready to face the thunderous wrath of the almighty Shogun?
Ooh.
We'll take full responsibility.
Master Matsura, you should have known it would come to this. Whatever were you thinking?
I'm getting like this feeling that Ayato is like really happy. Like he's playing a game of chess, right? And he's like, checkmate, bitch. That's the mood I'm getting from him. And I don't know, it's just funny. Because they were like tug of warring earlier, right? Like with their egos. And like, yeah, this is kind of funny to me.
Try keeping a pet bird. You'll see what I mean. Songbirds who know how to hold a tune can be very pleasant to listen to. But they can also become irritating if they don't know when to stop.
I guess it's a metaphor for servants.
And as for the ones with excessively long tongues, well, they're so insufferable that they can't be kept as pets at all. But it doesn't take a moment to cut out their tongues and silence them for good.
Oh, he's very violent. Damn.
I understand.
All right, you ought to return now. I'm sure you have a sizable mess to deal with back in the Kanjo Commission.
Sir Kamisato, you became a completely different person just now.
A man of authority. Mm-hmm. Yes.
As a commissioner, the almighty Shogun trusts me to do her will. I did as I should. But now, I'd like to take off my commissioner hat and share a personal story with you.
Oh, it's the one thing I've been wanting to know! It's the one thing I've been wanting to know!
Please, I'd love to hear it.
You must have heard that the Kamisato clan once went through an extremely difficult period. My father worked incredibly hard to compensate for the grave errors made by the Kamisato clan long ago, and restore our reputation. The work took a toll on his health, and ultimately led to his untimely demise.
Oh, Sedge! Grandpa Ayato! No! Well, it's not really Grandpa, it's Papa, I guess. Papa Ayato, no!
My mother loved him dearly. She passed soon after.
Mama Ayato, no!
This sudden turn of events dealt a heavy blow to the Ashiro Commission. Behind the scenes, things became very unstable.
Oh, Ayato had to grow up so fast.
Back then, I had no choice but to accept the position I was in. While I desperately looked around for powerful supporters, I endured smear campaigns and attempts to exploit me. I had no other choice. I had to honor my parents' dying wishes, and I also had a young sister to take care of.
Oh, big bro Ayato. What? Look, this is me right now. People's heads.
The reason why Sir Kujo was able to face the prospect of marriage so confidently is because he's prepared for anything.
That's it. The situation I'm facing now is the same one he faced back then. When his clan was in crisis, he bravely drew his blade and challenged the almighty Shogun. And now, it is time for me to make a stand and become my own person.
Empowering women!
Well said. I'm sure once you have grown and gained confidence, your father will be able to let go and allow you to decide how you want to live the rest of your life.
Thank you, Sir Kamisato. I am grateful for everything you have shared with me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to deal with back home.
Hats off to you too, sir. Everyone thought there was no way out until you pulled that super smart strategy out of nowhere.
In fact, counter-checking is a perfectly common maneuver in the game of chess.
See? Oh my god! I was so right. Strategy game, introverted, he's super smart. Critical thinker,
Our rival this time was easy to deal with. He was smart, but short-sighted, and sloppy in his execution. This outcome is entirely within my expectation. If you choose to give up your stance on something once, you'll be having to compromise for the rest of your life.
Oh, that's true.
Now, she has the chance to become her own person.
Self-development, let's go!
All right. Farewell, and profuse thanks to you both.
Masterfully done. Everything was perfect. Well, except for one minor detail. I somehow ended up with a glass of very peculiar tasting milk.
Oh, poor Toma.
Didn't you like it? I distinctly remember you saying you are quite partial to exotic flavors. Ah, yes. Now that we're both free, let's finish off that game of chess we started a few days ago.
He's really into chess. Yeah, we didn't do much in the story quest. Literally a lot of dialogue.